How will somebody, Shazia, how will somebody sitting in opposition provide evidence? Evidence will only come from the investigative agencies, or they'll come from a JPC. They're saying, why don't you go for a JPC? That's where we'll get the evidence. How will Anshul Avijit sitting in opposition or Rahul Gandhi sitting in parliament give you evidence?
I'm answering. So much has been said about, HAL, about the whole Rafale deal, about, various companies. And why don't you ask some questions from Ashok Gehlot, Mamta Banerjee, Pinarayi Vijayan, and ask them to answer. I mean, just because you come up with it, because Rahul Gandhi is saying it, means we should take it seriously?
Okay.
I mean, and this is somebody who's out on a bail. And his entire
I don't see what the connection is.
The entire 2004, as the Prime Minister correctly said, to 2014, the whole decade was mired in complete corruption. So will we have to listen to Rahul Gandhi?
Yashwant Deshmukh, how is this playing out in your tracker? You do a daily poll. Give our viewers a flavor of how this is playing out in the court of public opinion. Yashwant.
Well, Rahul, it's interesting to observe the entire narrative that has got changed in the last few days or weeks, if I say so. Imagine what the discussion was during the Gujarat election, the kind of debacle the Congress placed. I somehow feel, and it's kind of a funny observation, Congress desperately needed Rahul Gandhi to do better, do good. And I genuinely believe, Rahul, that more than the Congress, BJP needs Rahul Gandhi to be in the center stage and come in the center stage and do better. Because, as a pugilist in the ring, one cannot fight a vacuum. One can fight a rival, one can have a contest against the rival, win a contest and say that I won. But how weird it would be a pugilist in the ring just hammering the, boxes in thin air, because there is a vacuum of opposition leadership. I think during the Gujarat election, Rahul, when we are talking about, and the numbers were staggeringly, weirdly going against the Congress, there was a vacuum out there. And in the MOTN poll back-to-back of India Today, where we had seen in the August issue and in the January issue, that Rahul Gandhi's numbers did increase in personal braking as far as the Bharat Jodo Yatra was concerned. That is what we reported. But overall opposition leadership, people like Arvind Kejriwal, people like Mamta Banerjee, who have electorally defeated BJP in their state, had started taking a center stage as far as the aggressive opposition or the most suited person.
So is that changing in your view? Is that now changing in your view? Is it still the same?
I think it is changing. It is changing, and that's what I find ironical or funny about, that Congress should be happy that it is changing and Rahul Gandhi is getting into center stage. But I genuinely believe that Shazia at this point of time will be happier than the Congress spokesperson that this is happening.
Because your argument is that Rahul Gandhi is the kind of boxer you want to be boxing against, because no matter how bombastic he gets, he's someone that Modi can knock out. Is that essentially what you're saying will happen at the hustings, or that's your view?
No, this is something better than nothing kind of thing, because even the BJP supporters, when we call them, when we interview them, they almost feel like BJP gets complacent as far as when their opposition is knocked down. They also want the better opposition performance. So in that way, I believe that Rahul Gandhi's performance, Bharat Jodo Yatra, has actually put him in the center stage as far as the opposition leadership is concerned. And this is one thing, very rare thing, where Congress and BJP might agree together that is good for them.